Hi dear students, subject thermal engineering. In this subject we have to see the first practical. The title of this practical is measurement of discharge of air using air box. Now the importance, that is practical significance, is students will have to perform test of reciprocating air compressors, IC engines, measurement of convective heat transfer coefficient. In all these cases, calculation of air flow rate at the inlet of these devices is important. Relevant program outcomes, POs. PO1, basic knowledge, apply knowledge of basic mathematics, sciences and basic engineering to solve the broad based mechanical problems. Second, PO3, experiments and practices. Plan to perform experiments and practices to use the results to solve broad based mechanical engineering related problems. Third, PO8, individual and teamwork. Function effectively as a leader and team member in diverse or multidisciplinary teams. Relevant course outcomes. Use first law of thermodynamics for ideal gas in closed systems. Practical outcomes. Determination of actual volume per second at the suction of reciprocating air compressor. Minimum theoretical background. Equation of state can be used to calculate density of air. This gives relation between pressure, volume and temperature of given ideal gas. This equation can be used in air compressors, IC engines to calculate volume flow rate of air at the inlet of these devices. In this first law, steady state energy equation is applied across orifice through which air flows. Resources required. Reciprocating air compressor test rig. Now we will see the observations and calculations. First column is serial number, second pressure in tank, it is given in the bar. Third column is H1, that is manometric height in the left limb. H2, manometric height in the right limb. Now HW, that is difference between two, H1 minus H2, we will get these observations. Now these readings were written from the performance of the practical. Now let's start how to perform the practical. First subject thermal engineering. First practical, measurement of discharge of air using air box. Now this is the practical setup. It is reciprocating compressor test rig. Now in this apparatus, it is the reciprocating compressor. This is reservoir tank, receiver tank, where compressed air is stored. We can get the pressure of compressed air on this Gauss pressure gauge. This is starter for the compressor motor. There are two cylinders, first and second. In between there is the intercooler to cool the compressed air. Now we can get the temperatures of this over here, temperature of various points over here, that is T4, first stage outlet temperature, T3, that is second stage outlet temperature, and T5, stage outlet temperature. Here we have first stage discharge pressure. Here one tube is connected from first stage to Gauss pressure gauge, and here second stage tube is connected to the second Gauss pressure gauge. We will get the pressure. Now we will start the practical. For 2 bars. Now first stage discharge temperature, discharge pressure is 1 kg per centimeter square, and second stage discharge temperature is 2 kg per centimeter square. Here air box YouTube manometer reading is 92 centimeters H1 and H2 is 80 centimeters. Second stage inlet temperature is 69 degrees Celsius. T4 first stage outlet temperature 78, and T5 90 temperature 98.
We got these readings for air is ideal gas. Use equation of state to find density of air. PA is equal to mRT. Now QA, that is actual discharge, is equal to mass upon volume, m upon VA. Actual VA means actual volume. PA upon RT is equal to VR. Note, we are writing the pressure 2 into 10 raised to 5 as the first reading was of 2 bar, so we convert it into Newton per meter square. Now here the value of R is 287 and temperature is 26. T1 was the 26 plus 273. We are converting it into Kelvin, so we are adding 273. We got the reading actual discharge, that is 2.33 into 10 raised to minus 5 meter cube per kg. Now HAQA is equal to HWQA. HA is the actual head, SW that we got the readings H1 minus H2 taken from the observation table. These calculations are for the first observation. Now we got HA is equal to 1.71 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter square. Now diameter of orifice D is equal to 100 centimeter. These are the observations given while performing the practical. Now as the diameter is 100 centimeter, RO, that is outer diameter, will be 50 mm, that is 50 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. Now area of orifice can be calculated as pi RO square, that is 7.85 into 10 raised to minus 3. According to steady flow energy equation applied across orifice, here we have steady flow energy equation U1, that is internal energy at the inlet, P1 V1 plus V1 square upon 2 plus Z1 G plus or minus Q is equal to U2 plus P2 V2 plus V square upon 2 Z2 G plus or minus Q. Here in this case Q is equal to 0, work output is equal to 0, U1 minus U2, that is change in internal energy is 0, Z1G minus Z2G is equal to 0. The remaining quantities will be P1 V1 plus V1 square upon 2 is equal to P2 V2 plus V2 square upon 2. Multiplying both sides by 1 upon G and V is equal to 1 upon Q, and rearranging terms we got P1 upon QG minus P2 upon QG is equal to V2 square upon 2G minus V1 square upon 2G. HA is equal to V2 square upon 2G, neglecting V1, V2 is equal to under root 2G HA. Discharge of air is Q is equal to CD, that is coefficient of discharge, into A into V2. Discharge here is denoted by VA is equal to C into A under root 2G HA. VA is equal to CD A0 under root 2G HA. By substituting the terms, we got the actual discharge, that is VA is equal to 0.29 meter cube per second. The results are, first, for 2 bar we got 0.29, that is volume flow rate VA meter cube per second. For 4 bars we will get the 0.20, for 6 bar we will get 0.18, and for 8 bar 0.15. Interpretation of results. The discharge of air when pressure in the tank is 2 bar is 0.29 meter cube per second. Conclusions. The pressure is inversely proportional to volume flow rate. It means that if pressure is increased, volume flow rate will be decreased. Thank you.